Estibaliz Carranza, full name Goidsargi Estibaliz Carranza Zabala, is one of the most interesting female killers known to date. Known as the ice cream killer, Carranza was a beautiful young woman who owned an ice cream parlor in Austria. But despite her pleasant exterior, she was a cold, calculated killer who took the lives of two men. The gruesome details of her crime and of her life are bone-chilling. Carranza was a woman driven by one goal in life, to become a mother, and when the men in her life couldn't deliver, she killed them. She might have gotten away with it, too, if workers inspecting her ice cream shop hadn't been allowed to go down in her basement. Carranza hid two dismembered bodies in freezers and tubs, frozen in concrete, and then covered in air fresheners in the basement of her ice cream store. In this video, we have the weirdest fact you don't know about the most interesting female killers, so push like and subscribe button and follow us to the end. She dismembered two of her former lovers. Estibaliz Carranza killed her ex-husband, Holger Hulz, in 2008, and her boyfriend 2 years later. She shot both in the back of the head, then dismembered them with a chainsaw. She reportedly killed her ex-husband after divorcing him because he wouldn't move out of their house, and claimed he was violent and lazy. She killed her boyfriend, Manfred Hinterberger, an ice cream machine salesman, because he was allegedly having an affair. Before she could confront him about it, she came across him, passed out, and decided to just kill him instead. After killing them, she used a chainsaw to dismember them in the basement of her shop. She hoped that the sound of her ice cream making machines would cover the noise. She kept her victims' bodies in her shop cellar. After dismembering her ex-husband and boyfriend, Carranza decided it was a good idea to stash their bodies in the basement of her ice cream shop. She placed their body parts in small freezers, as well as in garden containers, which were then filled with concrete. In order to further mask the body's smell, she placed air fresheners around them. This worked, and no one knew they were down there until construction workers came upon the remains in 2011. She fled the country after her victims' bodies were found. In 2011, when construction workers discovered the grisly secret in the basement of Carranza's ice cream shop, Carranza quickly escaped. She took a cab to the city of Udine, Italy, 300 miles from her home in Vienna. Investigators found her living with a street musician, and she was extradited back to Austria to stand trial. She got a manicure after killing her ex-boyfriend. Carranza violently shot her boyfriend, Hinterberger, because she suspected him of cheating on her. She sliced up his corpse and then stashed it in the basement of her ice cream shop. Then, showing little remorse for the acts that she committed, Carranza went out to get a manicure because her nails were wrecked. Apparently, looking good mattered more to her than anything else. She was found to be mentally abnormal. Carranza confessed to both murders. She claimed in her memoir that she had made both men into monsters, and finally they made me a beast. In a court-ordered psychiatric assessment, she was deemed dangerous and placed in a ward for the mentally abnormal. A psychiatrist who spent time with Carranza said she had a grave, comprehensive, multifaceted personality disorder and could kill again. According to the assessment, Carranza saw herself as a princess who wanted to be rescued by a man. She got married while in prison. In 2012, Carranza married the father of her child 2 months after their baby was born. She was behind bars at the time and remained so, serving a life sentence. Their child first lived with Carranza's parents, and then with the new husband. According to Carranza, her new husband is very gentle, the opposite of macho. He would not bring me into such a situation. She is in a men's prison in Austria. Apparently, Carranza was considered so violent that a typical women's prison couldn't hold her. Instead, the Austrian government transferred her to a special all-male prison. This new prison, located in Aston, Upper Austria, is staffed with a number of nurses, therapists, doctors, and prison guards. As of 2017, it holds 91 men and Carranza. Additional women could be transferred there in the future. She wrote a memoir about her crimes. Carranza's memoir, co-written with a journalist named Martina Praween, was created and published while Carranza was imprisoned. The book, titled My Two Lives, The True Story of the Ice Lady, begins when she discovers she is pregnant. Everything else unfolds in a series of flashbacks. Carranza was reportedly not paid in advance for the book, out of respect for the victim's family. In the end of this video, don't forget to tell us in comment section what you think about this case.